and baseball is fucked.
Baseball is going to be back, but it looks like Rob Manfred got caught with his pants around his ankles, and I have not seen an emasculation of a sitting commissioner like this, I think, in my lifetime. The way that the players are all going at his throat and saying, like, Trevor Bauer had a great thread on it on Twitter yesterday, basically outlining exactly why Manfred changed his stance from 100% we're playing the games to, I don't know. And basically what it comes down to is he doesn't want to announce that the league is coming back right now because they would have to pay the players for more money. He's waiting until they can only get ready for a 50-game season.
The owners, if you don't understand this situation, fuck the owners, because the owners essentially are saying if we have to pay the players more than the 50 games that we want to play minimum, we are going to lose money, and we don't want to lose money. And guess what? We said it before, we said it again. The owners will be making money forever. If they had any kind of foresight, the idea here would be take a loss this season, but save the baseball season.
And dominate the ratings.
Dominate the ratings. Dominate. Like, baseball should have been back a month ago. They should be basically saying, here's our opportunity to recapture an audience when there are no sports. This is the long play. Lose some money this year, but keep baseball going. Have everyone triumph baseball and say, that is the sport that came back first. Hooray, baseball. Instead, they're taking the short-term approach, the dumb approach, where they're saying, we don't want to play more than 50 games because we don't want to pay the players prorated salary, which we agreed to. Therefore, we're going to give bad faith negotiations all the way through and hope that the general public will buy this bullshit, which
it's
they
worked
have not.
in the past. It's worked but this year it's not, for whatever reason.
I think it's a combination of social media. I think fans are significantly smarter than they were 20 years ago. And I think more than anything, if you read the room a little bit, like, guess what? Guess who isn't having, like, the best time right now? Billionaires.
B-words. In terms of people of means.
Billionaires, when there's a pandemic and 40 million people are out of work, billionaires, let's just say we're not crying for them. So it has been an absolute clusterfuck. They've ruined it every which way.
We're so goddamn desperate for sports right now that we're talking about Korean baseball on Part of My Take.
Yes.
Okay? I'm becoming obsessed with Top Chef. I have nothing else to do at night. I'm desperate for... I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Australian Rugby League, a sport that I don't really care about that much.
What?
Because, well, no, I'm a rugby union guy and a sevens guy.
Okay.
But
Same thing.
I'm desperate for sports. We are all desperate for sports, and all you have to do is just put games on TV. We'll watch them if they're on TV. We will support. People will come out of the woodwork. People that haven't watched baseball in 10 years will tune in to watch baseball this summer because we're starved for sports, and they are absolutely shitting down their own throats, and they're getting exposed for it too. Like, I can't remember another time when, well, first of all, credit to the players. They've done a pretty good job of holding the line, and I'm sure there are some players out there that would like to say maybe, hey, let's make some concessions. We want to play baseball. We're already getting paid millions of dollars. I'm sure that there are a couple players in the league that would want to go out and say that, but nobody said it yet. They're all kind of maintaining that line, and when they're all unified like that, it's very, very tough for the owners to put any extra leverage on them whatsoever. So I think we're all resigned to the fact that it's going to be a 50-game season, which will result in an asterisk on whoever wins this World Series, unless it's the Nationals or the Cubs or the Red Sox. So just be warned, we're getting way out ahead of that storyline right there. Yeah, Hank?
And I think this Sunday's documentary really illustrated this fact even more, but they don't have a steroid boom to come where they can look past and be like, oh, this is great for the sport. That's not going to work this time. So when they come out of this year where everyone hates them, they're not going to have that boom of sport that's going to bring fans back.
Right. Unless they let people do steroids again.
Right, but they can't.
Which would be sick.
Because they can't pretend like they didn't know about what's going on. That ship has sailed.
I'm trying to find the tweet, but essentially an agent summed it up perfectly. He was like, the Miami Marlins have basically pleaded that they were going broke for years and years and years, gave Giancarlo Stanton an insane contract, and then sold the team with multiple offers for $1 billion profit.
Yeah.
So cry me a fucking river, owners. Get your shit together. Take one for the team.
The Marlins
to use
also
baseball speak.
They had Marlins Man and the Mermaids lined up as season ticket holders. So that's like a
This
little
is gonna
built-in extra money.
This is going to make
him.
Marlins Man retire. He's going to retire. He's alluded to it. He's thrown it out there that he might retire. And that's sad. So I have a fix.
He's got cats to feed.
I have a fix. On Saturday, I went down a rabbit hole. I want to buy a wiffleball league. And I watched probably 3 hours of this wiffleball league in Michigan. I want to buy a wiffleball league. I want to bring together, there's like a bunch of different leagues all across America. I want to be the Vince McMahon of wiffleball and bring them all together and make a national wiffleball league, because you know what? I actually think wiffleball could just be the new sport.
Well, anyone can play. All you need is like a lawn chair, a wiffle ball, and a bat.
No, these guys are
and some
fucking
friends.
good though,
So
dude.
wiffle ball is sick, but here's the only problem. We're gonna have to. I'm not poo-pooing your idea because I think that it's a good idea, but we have to figure out how to make it entertaining to watch because the pitches are sick, right? The pitches are awesome, but if you have a great pitcher, then it's just going to be a no-hitter every time.
No. So I actually talked to the commissioner of this league. It's been going on since 2009, and they have stats, they have Cy Youngs, they have highlights, they do everything. He said that there's a rule that you can't pitch too fast to make it more, a hitter's league. And I also want to implement the rule that every team has to have a 300-pound kid who is under 5'8", and he gets to use the big red bat.
Okay.
So
Yes.
there we go. There's instant offense.
Okay.
He's the DH.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Fat kids hitting dingers.
Also,
that's America, baby.
You want ratings? Have every game played in a replica stadium of a Major League Baseball stadium.
Perfect.
Those things are awesome.
Perfect. I honestly think that there's I was a little high, but I watched 3 hours of it and it was fucking sick. I went down this rabbit hole and I was like, these guys are awesome. Like the stats, the fact they had a Cy Young race. Come on, let's do it.
I like where your head's at.
Mic'd up. There's a guy mic'd up in right field.
I think the pitchers,
Which was weird because he was like 10 feet away from everyone else. But
right?
still,
You
he
could
was
just use
mic'd
a
up.
boom mic.
Yeah, right.
Or just like have the camera pointed at him.
Subtitles.
Yeah, exactly. There should be a dad needs to pitch. A dad over the age of 60 needs to be the one on the mound wearing the official uniform of wiffle ball, which would be no shoes, maybe Birkenstocks, but no shoes preferably, cargo khaki shorts, and like a golf shirt, like a button-up.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Yeah, flip-flops are fine. A button-up, like a golf polo that's got a brand on the chest.
Might be a fishing shirt.
But
It has too many pockets.
It's got a logo on there from one of his clients that
Yeah.
he sold something to. He sold some sort of network solution
It's
to
an
that company
insurance,
5 years
insurance
ago.
logo on his breast. And he's the pitcher and he has to have a beer in inning.
Yes, and everyone has to dip.
Yes.
Or just have a big wad of
Which would be
chewing tobacco.
problematic because I also imagine that they will do a age restriction 15 to 25 years old. Anyone older than 25, they can't play anymore.
Oh, that sucks. Why,
Yeah.
why did you just age us out of the league, though?
Well, we're going to be the commissioners, so who cares? So we can change the rules whenever we want.
Well, the reality is baseball's fucking this up big time.
Yeah, they suck. So that's what's going on with baseball. In another world, basketball is seemingly going to come back, although Kyrie Irving has expounded on his comments from the weekend. He now wants to start his own league.
The Michael Scott Paper Company Basketball League.
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
If you can get it together. I feel like that's one of those things though that if you
Should
say
be like a 3-on-3 league.
well, we could
They
start
have
our
like 4-pointers.
right, like we could
That's a good
start our
idea.
own league. Like there's a lot of fucking paperwork, dude. Like even this wiffle ball thing. The only way this actually happens is if I tell Erica like, "Hey, can we buy this wiffle ball league?" And she's like, "Yes, we should." And I'm like, "Okay, great. Just remind me after we've purchased it in a year."
Yeah.
Like I don't want to actually have to do. I've already kind of lost interest from what I just said.
When is wiffle ball season?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care.
There should
I'm
be
not really into it.
One of the outfielders should have also.
I just want to flex.
Yeah, one of the outfielders should have a grill in front of him. Like the center fielder
Sure.
should also be flipping burgers during the game.
And a stray dog. But
Oh,
yeah,
multiple.
So basketball. Kyrie Irving's gonna start his own league.
Should also have the Mark McGuire wiffle bats, and you get one swing.
That's
per
the fat
game.
kid. No,
Yes.
that's the fat kid. The fat kid gets it.
Oh,
There's a 300
okay.
pound kid on every team. He's the DH. He doesn't have to field, and he gets to use that bat.
And he gets to be a ghost. He gets to use ghost runners too.
And
if
no.
he gets on base.
running.
We need him to trot. We need him to trot.
If he hits a dinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he hits a dinger, he gets to go all the way around.
He maybe has the runner that like starts behind the plate and has to run for him.
Yes,
Yeah.
designated runner. I like that.
Billy, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. The wiffle ball I play, there's no running.